Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T92 HMC, the Tier 10 American SPG. It's located on the southwest spawn of Live Oaks, and this one is under the command of Ignac. And we haven't seen him for a little while, but he sent us in a replay. Game on. Well, this is a 24 centimeter howitzer, really massive. It's the biggest gun in the game, actually, although technically it is a howitzer, not a gun. It can be used as a gun, though. You can do direct fire if you need to. But yes, it's the biggest barrel in the game, and it's capable of doing 1100 alpha and penetrating 60 millimeters of armor. And the standard reload is 46.98 seconds. And, well, he's still loading, Ignac. He's aiming for that bush. Rounds out. Oh, he just killed a blind kill. He just got an AMX 1390 with a blind shot. How did he guess that the guy was there? I've no idea, but I suppose he probably knows that most people do appear in those bushes. Most light tanks do. I would actually aim for where the Progetto 65 popped up, because that's normally where I aim for in the start of this battle, because there's nearly always somebody goes to that tree. But a number of enemy have turned up over by the bridge. We've got a Conqueror and we've got an A phase 1. He's aiming his barrel in that direction. Conqueror first. Looks like it. Rounds out. Oh, that's a direct hit. The Tracer stopped at just before the water. So it looks like the Conqueror felt the full force of that one. And it looks like the A phase 1 took a heat round from somebody, because he's showing a mark on his barrel as well as a bounce from his upper plate. Now, the T26 E3 or T92 was actually known as King Kong, or well, it was given other names as well, but it was the biggest artillery piece other than the Atomic Annie, which was used for delivery of atomic shells. This vehicle wasn't actually rated for using for atomic shells, but I suppose they could have at a pinch. I'm not sure they actually did have any 24 centimeter howitzer shells, though, with nuclear warheads in them. The ones that was used for atomic ammo, I believe it was much, much bigger indeed. So he's got 2 hits with 1 kill so far. You don't get a lot of shells with this, Arty. 16 shells in total. He's dialing in on a 4502B. It's been seen in that bush over there. Rounds out. Oh, he's got another direct hit. Now, you may notice he's migrating up the west side of the map, and there's good reason for doing that, because a large force is now pushing down the railway line, and they're getting rather close. So he's probably doing the right thing to get as far away from these guys as he can. We do have a couple of tanks protecting us, an M60 and a Leopard prototype. Our forces are moving in on their cap area, but it's turned to face them. Okay, TVP T5051 fires it. Oh no, it's a bit too far behind that one. I think he regretted that one the moment he fired it, because he just given a big enough gap, and the TVP seemed to stop and decide to go forward instead. Well, there's the VK that he hit earlier, and he's lost most of his hit points, so that might have been a penetrating shot. Okay, meanwhile, we've got a Leopard 1 who's also trying to protect his cap area. So the VK's gone. Leopard prototypes do have very thin armor, so hitting one of them would be a very good move. I think he's trying to find the enemy Arty, which is an Object 261. There's a Gorilla 15 up near the railway crossing, and there's their Leopard 1. Now, Gorillas have very little armor. Well, splashed it for 138. It landed short, so RNG was unkind with that shot. 38.49 seconds, that's what his reload time is, so he has managed to drop it by at least 8 seconds. Okay, near the enemy cap area. He seems to be scrolling his mouse to move about the aim point. I would suggest that if he uses the right hand mouse button, use the control, put down the left control key, and then use the right hand mouse button, and you can click on the minimap where you want to look, and it looks there straight away. Oh, that one landed short again, so that's 2 shells have actually landed short. That TVP still rocking backwards and forwards the other side of the railway line. I think he's got help there as well, because we lost our Leopard prototype. We've only got the M60 now, and he's trying to hold out in that building yard. What's bad news is that we're losing the tanks that we sent back to their cap area. They all seem to be getting wiped out one by one, and it could be from the enemy tanks that are actually near the end of the train stuck on the railway line. Because there's a bunch of them there, including a gorilla and a leopard. Another one, but that one, it looked to me like he did actually hit something there, because we didn't see the explosion. I'm pretty certain he did hit the other tank that might be there, and that might be the Char Future 4, or it could be the Conqueror. He's flicking backwards and forwards between the various modes. That's why I'm trying to keep up with him. Okay, Conqueror was the other side of the river, so we're going to have a go dialing in. He's just behind that bush. Rounds out. Oh, we got him! Second kill. Things are not going well over on the other side of the map. Unfortunately, there's Super Conqueror and Leopard 1 are now moving in our E75, who's the last member of our team. And I think the Object 261 is somewhere in the dip, just the other side, up near the railway crossing, the bridge. And there goes down our E75. So we saw an Arty round come in on our E75, so we know where the 261 is. We're going for the Super Conq. Rounds out. And that looked to be a direct hit as well. We didn't see the explosion again, but the tracer seemed to end just before it hit the ground, and I don't think it did touch anything. I don't think it exploded. I think he actually did hit the Super Conq. But now we're down to just 3 members of our team left, and we're outnumbered 2-1. Yeah, quick look at that gorilla over by the bridge. Right, our gorilla and T110E3 are all we've got left. We lost the M60 to the TVP, or his teammate, whoever it happened to be. And we're now blinder it, basically, because the gorilla's just the other side. There's a T110E3. They're being hit, so obviously somebody can see them, but we can't see, because our view range is only 310 meters, which is very, very close. And an enemy, well, we can see the enemy TVP. We lost our E3. Now it's just the Gorilla 15 and us. This is not looking good. There's the Leopard. Okay, can we get a shot? Oh my God, the Char Future 4 is right in front of us. And he shotguns him for 1,459. But oh boy, are we taking some flack for this. Yep, there you go. Virtually all the enemy could see us. Well, sadly, the moment we fired and wiped out the Char Future 4, Ignat got wiped out by the enemy team because they could all see him. They couldn't see him while he was in the trees. Even the Char Future 4 was right in front of him. Couldn't see him by proximity. Didn't detect him at all. Just drove straight past. But Ignat had lightning reflexes and then adjusted his aim and just fired, and the shell, the 24 centimeter shell, went straight through that Char Future 4 and gave him a maximum roll, so to wipe him out 1,400 hit points, or over 1,400. I think in the end, 1459 is the total amount that he got on that guy. So that's a very good kill, but unfortunately it was a loss overall for the team. He managed to get a first-class tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 23. And he got a Gauze medal as well for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And let's have a look at the team score and see where he came. Well, surprisingly, he did the most damage in the game, but no high caliber because he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool. 5,246 hit points of damage out of that one. The next highest scorer being the Conqueror, who got 4,559 on the enemy team, followed by their Leopard 1, who got 4,424. When it came to kills, the high scorer, well, that is also Ignac, because he got 3 kills. So did the TVP, the Griller, on the enemy team. Both of them got 3 kills as well. 2 kills went to the T123, the Waffenträger on our own team, and to the Leopard, the Super Conqueror, the Charfuture 4, and the Conqueror on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, yeah, the enemy team come out on top on that one, because of course they get the boost because they won. 1,195 goes to the TVP. 1,047 went to the Conqueror. Those are the only 2 tanks who managed to get over 1,000, with their Leopard 1 getting 993. And Ignac, well, 518. He's top of his team when it came to base XP, but sadly it was the loss. Let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 11 shots, which means that he had 5 spare at the end of the game. He got 6 direct hits on the enemy and 2 penetrations on them as well. Well, I think we know which ones he penetrated for sure. The Charfuture 4 easily got penetrated. It was a point-blank range. He's got virtually no armor. Even 60 millimeters of pen, he'll go straight through the thing and wipe it out completely. And of course, the other one was the first kill of the game. AMX 1390, hiding in a bush, took a 24-centimeter round, and that was 1,200 hit points from 1 shot right at the start of the game. Very well shot. Very well worked out exactly where he was. I mean, it was a superb bit of deduction to think, yeah, I'll just see if that bush is vacant or full. And yeah, nice shot. Oh, I think I might try that bush myself a few times in the future. I always try to go for the tree, because there's nearly always somebody who goes up there. But the bush, yeah, that's probably a better place to go to. Anyway, we go to the rest of the detail. We can see that he also got 7 splashes during the game, 5,246 hit points of damage, of which 3,787 were at more than 300 meters. He also received 4 hits from the enemy, virtually all of them simultaneously at the end of the game. 2 were penetrations, 2 were non-penetrations, and of course they did wipe him out. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged by him, 3 were killed, so yeah, missed out on the Confederate on that one by a little. And he earned 42,394 credits for the game, 4,800 rather, for Achievements Award. That's because he got an Epical Battle Hero medal in a losing or drawn game. 70,791 credits altogether for the game, but after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, and it's the consumables that cost him here on this one, he actually ended up with a loss of 28,943 credits for the battle. 518 XP, 306 for the achievements, took away 1,236 experience points altogether. That was a great battle, actually, I must admit. 2 really absolutely excellent shots. I mean, it's the first one, and the last one, I'd have to say. And you did put in some great guesses in between as well as to where the enemy might be. And so I have to applaud those. But the first shot and the last shot of the game, the last one, because of the reflexes, you quickly adjusted the aim and shot straight into the side of that Charfuture 4. He must have thought to himself, what happened? I think that little AMX 1390 hiding in the bush thought, yeah, I'm going to get loads of spots here. And all of a sudden his world crashed in on him and he was back in the garage. Yeah, I don't think he'll go into that bush anymore. Not for some time soon. Anyway, thanks for sending in the replay. That was quite amusing, that one, and some really excellent shooting. Just sorry it wasn't a win. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.